have a history of treating undocumented immigrants pretty poorly, but I think that this next story really takes the cake. The Robert Wood Johnson University Hospital decided to deport a man who was suffering from a stroke and was unconscious. Now, he had been living in the United States for 30 years. He was undocumented, and he was from Poland. And instead of waiting for him to wake up and then deciding what they're going to do, they literally chartered a flight to Poland, and when he woke up, he was in Poland. And apparently this law has been on the books for quite some time, and about 600 cases like this have occurred in the last 5 years. And the reason why they do this is because the hospital does not want to deal with the costs of having that person in the hospital.
Which are significant.
Which is significant. I don't want to discount that, but at the same time, I don't think that this is the right way to handle it. And you know, as I'm reading this story, I'm just looking at this incredible double standard. Because right now, private prisons and organizations like ALEC have passed laws that force states to imprison people for a number of years or whatever before they deport them. And the reason why they do that is so the private prisons can make money.
Yeah.
But in this case, it's like, oh, well, the hospital's going to lose money, so let's put a law in the books so the hospital can deport them while they're freaking unconscious.
Yeah, so we'll pay to lock you up, but we won't pay to keep you alive, necessarily. Yeah,
unbelievable.
And what I love about this is, so like we've covered a couple other stories like this of people being deported because of medical reasons. And look, he was there for 51 days. I understand that's incredibly expensive. And so the hospital, like it's got to do something, I guess. But this guy had been in America for 30 years. So
what about his family? I mean, what do? You just deport him while he is asleep?
Yeah, and he can't communicate. Like he's not like walking around playing racquetball and stuff. He's awake, but that's it. And here's what he's missing in Poland. Everything. His house, his job, his friends, his family. He has the clothes that he's in. When he finally gets out of the hospital, he's going to walk out into Poland and become homeless. Way to go, system.
This is an incredible story. I didn't know that we even had laws that allowed hospitals to do this, but this is exactly the type of law that we need to fix. And I'm not trying to make the argument that people should remain in the country undocumented. Obviously, we need comprehensive immigration reform. That's what we need to focus on. But at the same time, while we're in this weird like middle ground and we refuse to really do anything, we have laws on the books that treat people as if they're garbage. You can't do that. Like, as I said, like, he probably has family in the United States. Are they aware that he got deported while he wasn't conscious? I mean...
Yeah, 30 years. Look, I think he established that him being in America seems to be working pretty well. The country didn't fall apart in the 30 years. I don't know in terms of paying for the medical care, I don't know how we fix that problem, but just sending him out and just... Like, it's basically acting as if he's not a human being.
Absolutely.
That's the problem. It's totally dehumanizing.